What's up, guys? This is Beyond with Extendly for HighLevel, and today we're going to talk about one of the most important subjects in HighLevel, snapshots. This is probably the one word that you hear in HighLevel more often than anything else. Everyone talks about snapshot this, snapshot that, and there's a lot to do around snapshots in HighLevel. So it's important to understand what exactly is a snapshot. And let's go dive right in, and we're going to go over snapshots. All right, so what is a snapshot? Well, first off, you have a bunch of snapshots that are already included. So you can browse from these snapshots that are already included. There's an attorney snapshot, auto dealer snapshot, chiropractor, so on and so forth. Bunch of different niches. HighLevel's done a good job to get you enough built in to at least get you to understand what you can do with these. But there could be a lot more done with snapshots to get them very robust and to build them to a point where you can literally drop them in an account and build a new account and start using them without having to do much customization at all. So our company Extendly builds snapshots, and we've built a bunch of different snapshots, a bunch of exclusive snapshots for people that are loved, and a bunch of shared snapshots that we sell in our snapshot store as well. So feel free to check them out. But to go over snapshots, snapshot is not just a funnel or a form or a workflow automation. Snapshot consists of all of those things and more. Now, it can certainly be someone can snapshot just a funnel, just a form, or just one workflow and share it with you and call it a snapshot. But in literal terms, a snapshot is essentially just a backup of a sub account within HighLevel. So you can back that up, meaning you're creating a snapshot of that account, and everything that is inside that account, minus the contacts, it is pulling all of that information in and creating a snapshot out of that. Now, you can load that snapshot further into a new account or into another account, share it with someone else to load into another agency account as well. Now, when it gets loaded into the other account, it's pulling in everything just exactly the way it was inside that new account. The only few things you have to do is it doesn't pull in custom values, the data, the field value inside custom values. So you would need to fill in those custom values. And it doesn't pull in conversations. It doesn't pull in your contacts either. So it's basically giving you the ability to start an account from a fresh, to give an account a fresh start, and or duplicate into a second account, a third account, maybe a location account, right? You could have a second, third, fourth, fifth location account. You could duplicate the exact same settings, everything that's already built into one account, into other accounts. Then it just doesn't stop there. You can also update snapshots. So the way it works is HighLevel links a snapshot to an existing account, whichever account that you loaded an account from. So let's go right into that to get an understanding of exactly how that works. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into accounts, and we are going to pull up one of our test accounts here. And so right here, let's go to that. All right, so when you're in a test account, you can go to Actions up top, and you can click on Load Snapshot, and that lets you load a snapshot in. So you can pick any number of snapshots you may have from the list there, and it lets you load the snapshots in. Now, there's three categories of snapshots. One is an imported snapshot. An imported snapshot is considered where you maybe you purchased a snapshot or someone gave you a snapshot from a different agency, and you use a link to import that snapshot into your HighLevel agency account. That's an important snapshot. You can back up an existing account, which means you can create a new snapshot, and that's called Own. It's under the label Own Snapshots. And then you can have the default snapshots that HighLevel already comes with. The default snapshots are not built that robust. They're a good starting point to give you some ideas where you can build on top of. But there's a bunch of people that have built very robust snapshots to take all of the guesswork out of there. So anyhow, you can click on one of the snapshots and hit proceed to load a snapshot in, and then you can either select all of the items that are in there, or you can skip all and pick and choose that I only want these certain items to be imported in instead of everything. And then it'll import in just those items. I'm sorry, it'll load in just those items into the account. Now, similarly, you can also do an update as well. So, for example, you can go to a snapshot account that you may have, and then you can click on this little update icon right here to do an update. So any linked locations that it may have with it, you can push an update to. So for example, Home Field Real Estate, we can push an update to this account, and I can either choose to select all of these options and push an update, or I can say, hey, you know what? I only added in that workflow, and that's the only workflow that I'm going to select to push that update in. So I can hit skip on everything else. I can open up the workflows folder, and let's select this, and I can use that to go ahead and proceed and push that update in. And it'll tell you if there's a conflict. It says, hey, it looks like this workflow already exists. Do you want to override it? So you can choose to override it, or you can choose to skip. If there's no conflicts in this area, it'll say no conflicts detected, and you can simply hit next and move forward. I would try your best to avoid this overwrite all button. I haven't tested it lately, but at the time when I did test it, when I did click override all, it ignored the options that I had selected, that I only want to load in this item, that item, and that item, and it had actually overwritten everything inside that account. So try to avoid that. We'll test it again to see if that flaw is still there or not. But otherwise, simply take the extra clicks and just click overwrite here and hit proceed. And when you do that, it'll let you know that, hey, it's going to take a few minutes or whatnot to complete the snapshot update. So that's how you do the updates. And by the way, you can click on this little circle icon to refresh a snapshot. As soon as you click on this, it'll pull in any changes you may have made to that account to refresh that snapshot. And now that is available to push to all of the accounts that particular snapshot was loaded into. To link an account to a snapshot, you would need to go to accounts, just like we came in here, get to this section, press action, load snapshot. And once you've selected that snapshot, now you're able to, that snapshot will be linked. An important important key item to note over here is that only your own snapshots can be linked and updated, and you can push updates to those accounts. If you're creating a snapshot from an imported snapshot, if you're loading a snapshot into an account from an imported snapshot, you are not going to be able to push updates from that account to from that snapshot to those accounts. The reason is because imported snapshots are only imported in once. And once you have it imported in, and even if you imported in a second version of that snapshot, it's going to create a second, it's going to treat it as a new snapshot. It's not going to overwrite the existing imported snapshot in, which is why it doesn't let you do the updates from there. So the best practice here is to load in the snapshot into a master account, then create a snapshot from that by clicking on create new snapshot under settings and snapshots. And that's right here, create new snapshot. So once you do that, give it a name, right? XYZ something, select an account, whichever test account you want to, or a master account that you want to load that snapshot in, and hit save. Now that'll load, it'll name it that, and it'll load that snapshot in. Now you're able to link this new snapshot, which is your own snapshot, into other accounts. Now, snapshots, like I said, it comes with a lot of other things. So, like for example, if we were to load, this is one of our snapshots called Ultimate SaaS Agency in a Box. So this guy comes with a whole bunch of funnels, forms, surveys, settings in some of these areas. It comes with a bunch of automation in here. So a whole bunch of workflows. There's 20 different folders of workflows in here that it comes with. It comes with a whole bunch of emails that are actually designed, right? So they could all be put in there, and you're able to just simply use those emails. And a lot of this stuff is set up on custom values. Custom values are very, very important when using snapshots, because it allows you to simply come to this one section of custom values, fill in this value under this value column. All you need to do is fill in all of these values in here for wherever these custom values are being used, and it updates all the text or the content wherever that particular value is being used. It's going to make that update, so you don't have to go in to the emails or text messages or other content like websites, funnels, and tweak those changes. And first off, go crazy scratching your head. Where the heck is all this located, right? So all you need to do is simply come in here. Hey, I want to replace my business phone number. Everywhere where it says business phone number, I'm going to go ahead and enter in this number right here, and it's going to automatically replace that number. I want to change the business name. Everywhere it mentions business name, all I got to do is come in here and enter in this value right here. It could be ABC Company, and it's going to update wherever that custom value is being used inside the snapshot. So this makes it extremely, extremely easy for you to take a snapshot from location A, put it in location B's account, and then simply go into custom values, update all of those custom values, as long as you're properly using the custom values, right? Update all those custom values, and then now within a matter of half an hour to an hour maximum, you have the entire thing converted. Sometimes not even that long. Sometimes it takes 10 to 15 minutes, depending on how big your snapshot is and how many custom values you have in there, right? To convert into a new account, and you are ready to fire off that new account. Give it to your client and say, hey, Mr. Client, you are ready to go. And that's the beauty of custom values here. All right. So in a nutshell, that's what snapshots are. Snapshots can be imported and shared with others. Snapshots could be imported into your account as well. Definitely look into some snapshots. If you're interested in our snapshots, simply go to our website, getextendly.com. I'm going to go ahead and pull that up right over here. And on our top menu bar, there is a snapshot store. You can head right over to the snapshot store here. And if you click on any one of the buy now buttons, it'll take you down to where all of our snapshots are. And you can take a peek at one of these to get an understanding of what's in here and how they're being used. One of our top performing snapshot is this Ultimate SaaS Agency in a Box snapshot, and the most another popular one is our Small Business Universal Niche Snapshot. If you click on any one of these snapshots, it'll take you to the landing page of that, and there's actually a demo video right here that you can watch. I would strongly urge anyone who doesn't know what Snapshot is and how they work to watch one of these videos, because at the very, very least, you'll get to know and get a bunch of different ideas on how snapshots are built and what you can do with them, even if you're trying to build your own. And by the way, they take an extremely long amount of time to properly build a snapshot and make very, very good use of it, and try to get rid of all the errors out of that. We've done this over several months of time whenever we launch a new snapshot. But watch one of these videos to get a good understanding of what all we include in a snapshot. Perhaps you can build your own next snapshot. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you later. By the way, don't forget to subscribe and like or comment to these videos so we can get you more information that is important to make your high level journey easy as possible. Thank you.